G'day, we're Hayley and Brad, and this is camping on the Ningaloo. Wow, we love the Ningaloo.
You would not believe it! Get out.
Didn't need the bum waggle.
We have just made the turn off onto Ningaloo Road and we are seriously buzzing to be back on the Ningaloo coast. We had a little teaser of it when we were at 14 Mile for a week, and then school holidays came, so we ducked out to Karanjini for a week and a half, and now we are back and ready to commence 5 weeks of camping at the most amazing spots along the Ningaloo, Cape Range National Park and Exmouth, and we are seriously that keen. So our first stop today is South Lefroy. So we're so excited for that.
Everyone we talk to about the Ningaloo coast, the first place they mention, or the best place they mention South Lefroy.
Yeah.
So we're kicking things off on a good note today.
So excited.
I don't even know what to expect.
On a not so good note, we've been told that this road out to Ningaloo is shocking.
It's generally not a good sign when the road is nicknamed the Caravan Killer.
I know.
We've just let the tyres all the way down and we're just going to cruise in nice and slowly.
You beauty. So we'll see how this goes.
Yes.
The road into South Lefroy was quite poorly kept, but our low tyre pressures and an Ausglide hitch made the 50-kilometre drive light work. And on arrival, we were quick to see that the corrugations were absolutely worth it.
Are you kidding me? Look at this. Yeah, bring her in.
Air breaker 69 coming in backwards. Over and out. Well, Western Australia continues to blow us away. How you can go from the red dirt of the Pilbara to this in one day absolutely blows me away. But hey, this is probably, I'm gonna say it, one of the best campsites that we've ever been to. Without further ado,
let's get in the drink.
Let's get in the drink. Oh, it's awesome. Not a bad bathtub.
Overnight, the wind really kicked up, and the next morning we retreated to the water for a few drifts in the bay with the current on the run-out tide to see if we could find something for dinner. Patsy got out of the water after a few drifts, and I went for one last hunt, which put me face to face with something I've been dreaming of catching for years.
What do you reckon?
You would not believe it. Look at you.
I know.
Holy dooly.
It's exceeding my expectations. Look at this bloody thing. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
Bloody big painted cray. Oh, this is amazing. This is like all my dreams coming true at once. Catching a lobster. This is my lucky suit, my other birthday suit out on its first outing. And this sucker only like 50 meters off the shore.
Amazing.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it's definitely legal because look at the size of it.
Massive.
But oh my God. I've just like run down from like 200 meters down the beach or 300 meters down the beach because it was in the hole. And what I did was I could see the back of him and he was like right under the rocks and I couldn't actually grab him. So what I did was I stuck the end of my spear gun down like a hole in the rock at the top and he was like down in there like this. So I stuck my spear gun down and it touched him on the tail and he turned around like right at the opening. So then I just like took a big breath, went down and just grabbed onto his tail with both hands and hung on for dear life. And I like couldn't believe it. I'm like swimming back to the shore, and the little bugger just has a kick and just gets out of my grasp. So I'm chasing him around in the shallows and like slipping out from my hands, and he's sticking these big spines up against me. And he lost an antenna and a couple of legs, but managed to regain him. But hey, hasn't he been through the wars? He's lost this antenna prior to me catching him. He did have a full antenna, but I snapped that off when I was trying to grab him. He's missing this leg, and I snapped this leg and an antenna off today. But we don't need his antennas. We just need this big succulent tail.
Yay!
No Vegemite on toast for dinner tonight. Oh, how good. Okay, so our little mate's been asleep in the angle for quite a few hours at minus 18 degrees, so he's in a nice comatose state now. Look at that tail. Look at all that meat, mate. We're gonna be eating like kings tonight. Gorgeous.
All the meat is in the goop.
It's its own goop. It's a big prawn, eh? Never had lobster before. Have you had lobster, Patsy?
No.
Keen to try it?
Yeah, actually.
Poop tube. Damn, that's gonna be good on the Weber. Mixed up a little garlic, lemon, herb, and Cajun spice butter to put on the lobster, but we're going to slap it on the barbecue now. It's a bit windy, but
Yeah, look at your little wind
yeah, I'm
block.
trying to keep everything in, but I'm just going to chuck these legs on because I didn't want to waste them. Alright, that 3 to 5 minutes. And do the other side. Size of that tail on that plate. Hope you're hungry, bros. Look at this for a sunset spot. And a feed to boot. I'll go and get my chair. I'm just going to film it again going out because it looks so lovely.
The wind is up this morning, probably a good time to be moving. So we are moving from our site 33 at South Lefroy. Now we're going to the other end of the beach to site 7. So it's kind of good because it's so big along here, so it'll be good for us to go see another part of the beach, another part of the reef. But yeah, wind is strong today, but it should be good for the next 2 days. So happy days. So today is our low wind day at South Lefroy and it's also our last day. So it's absolutely stunning out there. We're going to make the most of it and we'll bring you along for the day.
Hey bro!
You scared me!
Where would you rather be on a Saturday, eh?
It's so beautiful!
Oh, it's warm in there too.
I saw a big squid.
Big squid?
Yeah.
What else? Any dolphins?
Not yet.
How good is this? Didn't need the bum waggle, but that should, you're really getting confident in the water and you're really like doing your own thing. And
because I've been practicing my deep water, not deep water, but
yeah,
dives underwater, and I need to come up
breath
too
holds
quick.
and stuff.
So Brad has given me his weight belt kindly so that I can practice this. Got my glove.
Got your gardening glove.
So that I can protect my hand if I need to hold on to something. We're ready to go.
Let's do it. Well, we just got back from our dive and we're looking out at the reef, and there's always whales playing at the back of the reef, and there seemed to be a whale that was playing a little bit too playfully or thrashing around a little bit too much, and we realised that there was actually a calf stuck on the reef, hey? And put the drone up and went out there and had a look to see if we could help it, but it's just stuck on the most shallow part of the reef, and it's still going to be low tide for quite a while, and the poor thing's just thrashing around and using all its energy. But pretty sad to see the circle of life this afternoon, honestly.
Yeah, and the
Life's
worst thing
cruel.
is there's like whale spurts just out near it as well, so it's probably its mum or family or something, and they're watching it all happen.
Yeah. Life's cruel, eh? Alright, so it's moving day again. We're just leaving South Lefroy, the beautiful South Lefroy. It has turned it on for us here over the last few days. But we're going to make our way up to Winderabandi, which we've heard is just as good. And hopefully we haven't dug ourselves down in the sand too much and we get out without too much trouble.
Have you already dug it out?
Yeah, I've tried to help myself, so let's see how this goes.
Well, look at that, site 49 at Winderabandi, and we've got our own private beach. So stunning. There's like no vehicles allowed down that way, so no one can come there. It's the last site in the whole campground, and it's beautiful. The wind's up at the moment, but it's meant to drop down later on today, and then we have a few cracking days. So we're so excited. Bring on the Winderabandi goodness. So since getting Starlink, we've been using the battery a lot more than what we normally would be, and it's down to 70% at the moment, which is fine, but it's been getting down pretty low sometimes if we forget to turn the Starlink off or leave it on overnight accidentally.
Wondering why we won't get much solar in. That's why. Bloody Karen Genie, eh? These panels are filthy.
Look at this view.
This afternoon I've come down to Patsys Barbershop. I've unsuccessfully tried to get a haircut the last few towns and it's been no good, so
I've come to the rescue.
I'm going to try and do a style cut. How many haircuts have you performed in your life?
None.
Okay.
I've actually tried to shave Brad's head once before and that didn't go down very well.
I just remembered that.
Yeah, that was not good.
So we're trying to go one up from that and actually keep some type of hair on top, but we'll see how we go. I might be bald after this.
Worst case, you can just shave it all off.
Yep. I think it's looking really good, babe. Well, all I need is a three-piece suit and I'll be a peaky fucking blinder. Look at it.
That's the Tommy Shelby.
That's actually not bad for a pair of $15 clippers.
Yeah, don't show them the back.
Yeah, the back's pretty bad. Well, that's okay. I wear a hat most of the time. But hey, look at this.
Look good.
Winderabandi Barbershop. Guys, come down. Site 49. We'll get you fixed up.
Well, I haven't been paid.
I'm about to give you a 4X.
Yes, that would be good.
I'm like a caterpillar turned into a butterfly. I'm on the grass, it's always greener on the other side. And we gon' make it out the struggle, though we traumatized. I used to take...
Well, it's a beautiful morning at Winderabandi on our little private beach here. But the plan of attack for today is we want to go snorkeling here. Now, the beach out on this end, there's not really any reef and it's quite weedy, whereas I went for a walk yesterday all the way down to the other end of the camps where like camp 1 is, and it looks like that there's some reef just off the beach there that is kind of a swimmable distance from the reef, from the beach. So we're going to walk down there. I think it will be about half an hour walk down.
There's a high tide at the moment too, so
yeah,
we'll get down
take
there
all
and
our
hopefully
stuff.
the visibility is really good, because here the visibility is not really that great. And a hot tip for anyone who has their snorkel fog up all the time, just a couple of drops of baby shampoo in there and give it a wash out, and it should stop you.
Crystal clear.
Yeah, it should stop your snorkel from fogging up. So don't have to buy the expensive stuff. You just need a couple of bucks to buy a bottle of baby shampoo and it'll get you out of trouble.
Okay, so I've got the baby shampoo done.
What's that, like
now we're going to walk down
2 kilometers
and go for a snorkel.
Well, we were just about to go for a snorkel out there, but we're like, it feels a bit chalky. We were right. As soon as we went to grab our gear and go down, lo and behold, I reckon that's a tiger shark. Here he is. So this morning, it was a bit of a dud. We walked all the way out to that point, all the way out there, probably like 2 kilometers away, and ended up just going for a little swim. And I just put the drone up and it looks like the bloody Whitsundays out there. So we're not gonna miss this opportunity. The wind is right down, and we're gonna take the paddleboard and go back to where we got scared out of the water this morning, take the snorkel, and try and make the most of this Winderabandi, because my God, it looked so amazing from the air. But this bit here is a bit murky. We just need to get that little bit further out towards the reef and go and see what we're gonna find.
Yeah, snorkel mission ×2.
Let's go.
He forgot his paddle to show off.
Well, 20 minutes later, and we've made it to the other side of the bay. That's about a 1.8k paddle. A lot of the time, I keep the 200 horsepower Mercuries under covers, but today I had to break them out. And thank God I did, because this is just mint over here. Wow. Well, it's another beautiful day here on the Ningaloo Reef, and we're actually going to finish up our stay here at Winderabandi a little bit early. Fortunately, I got some pretty bad news from back home that my granddad Bluey passed away. So yeah, we're going to head up to Exmouth, where I've got a flight out tomorrow back to Sydney and be with some family, because that's where I need to be right now. And yeah, so we'll get moving from here and take a bit of a shortcut up through Yardie Creek up to Exmouth, and we'll bring you with us. Well, as you can see, the van is shining, absolutely shining. We rolled into Exmouth and give it a good clean up, that in the car. And then I got a phone call. We got over here to the overflow campground where we're storing the van for a few days. Yeah, so get a call from Deryk and Sue, and then within half an hour they're over here and coerced us to go to the Whalebone, which
It didn't take much.
yeah, it didn't take much of a twist of the arm, but we're heading to the Whalebone for our first night in Exmouth, and
And Deryk and Sue's last night.
and Deryk
in
and
Exmouth.
Sue's last night, so we're very lucky to catch them.